Hi, my name is Aaron Hinden, and I'm with Christine & Company at Keller Williams. And welcome to your Kindle Fire that's all about you learning how to hire the right agent to get the job done. And the job is getting your house sold. So let me tell you a little bit about why we're doing this and what to expect and what everything here is, because I know it might be a little shocking that you ordered a book and you wound up with a whole Kindle Fire. Well, Christine & Company, we are out to exceed all expectations. We are out to outperform, better service, better results. That's really is our mantra. It's our driving force. It's what we do. So we put together everything on this Kindle Fire, everything in this package, really for one purpose, okay? And that purpose is to empower you to be able to choose the right realtor to get your home sold. So look, if you're watching this, that means that you had a listing at a home for sale in Seattle or the Puget Sound area, and that home didn't sell in the amount of time that you had it contracted to sell for, and you still have this home. So you went through all the time and all the expense, you went through all the hassle, you went through all that work, only to be sitting here 30, 60, 90, 120 days later with the same house and nothing to show for it. That's crazy, especially in the kind of market that we're in where virtually everything is selling, and I know you know that. So look, there's probably a lot of different things you could think about why your home didn't sell, but I want you to know the only reason your home didn't sell is because you didn't pick the right agent to sell it. So I want to say a little bit about what I mean and why I would make such a brash statement. Because look, there's a lot of things that could have happened. However, you hired a professional. You hired someone who should be able to tell you this home will sell for this much money in this period of time if I take these actions. And they didn't. I don't know if they didn't take the actions. I don't know if they didn't tell you that the home wasn't priced competitively. I don't know what they told you. I have interviewed people when we've gone ahead and sold houses with people in your position. We sold many houses over the years from people in your position where they didn't sell the first time. And I've asked them, how'd you pick the price? How'd the agent pick the price? Well, they just asked us what we wanted to sell it for. Okay, but that's insane. How would you know how much the house is worth? You're not the professional. You needed someone to say to you, this is how much the house is worth. And then you could choose to put it on the market or not. You needed someone who did more work than just what we call the 3 Ps of real estate. They put a sign in the yard, they put it on the MLS, and they prayed that someone came and sold the house. You need someone who does the 4th P called prospecting. Do they actually have people dedicated on the phones every day calling potential buyers, telling them about your house? We do. We prospect every single day for buyers for our listings, right? Do they promote? The 5th P, promotion. Do they advertise on Facebook? Do they have the international multiple listing service, Proxio? How did they promote your listing, right? How many people in their social networks found out about it? What did they do to promote it? Did they door knock? Did they go around to 100 of your neighbors and let them know that they were holding open houses and to see if your neighbors know anybody? Do you think maybe one of your neighbors knows someone who wants to be their neighbor? They might. My point is, did they do everything they possibly could to get your home sold? I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's not any of those things they did do or didn't do. It's that they weren't the right person because they didn't do that stuff. Now, how could you find the right person? This is the really simple part, and it's one of those things that's so simple it's shocking to people. I think your home is the most valuable thing you own. Dollar-wise, that's clearly not more valuable than your children, but it's dollar-wise, it's the most expensive thing you own. $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000. That's a major chunk of change for most people. Okay, $1 million house. That's a big house. It's a lot of responsibility. Okay, how did you pick the person that you were going to use to represent you in that transaction? 85% of people hire the first realtor they talk to. That either means they were referred by someone they trust, or maybe it's a family member, or someone they meet at I know people that have hired realtors because they met them at a charity function and they liked them. And they sold a lot of houses in the neighborhood, so I'm sure they're good. Okay, I'm sure they're good. That's how you picked an agent? I'm sure they're good? Because they've sold other houses? No, that's not how you deal with $800,000. No, you interview people. You actually go through the steps and you interview people. Success leaves a track record. You actually want to ask to see people's track record. Have them tell you about their track record. How much over asking price have they sold homes for? That's an interesting statistic, and I promise you, your realtor, the one you hired that didn't get the job done, doesn't know. They don't have their statistics flat. They can't tell you, in this market, in this zip code, houses over the last 6 months have sold for 101% of asking price, and our houses have sold for 105% of asking price. People just look for the woman who sold a lot of houses. Okay, but they could have sold a lot of houses at less than asking price. Do you want that? It doesn't really matter how many houses they sold within a certain range. It matters how much more money they've gotten. How many days on market do they average? How many days on market is average? Do they know those numbers? That's the important thing. So my point is, in this video and in this entire package, is to empower you, is to give you the information you need so when you go and you're ready to sell your house, you actually have what you need to find the right agent. The name of the book is The 7 Questions You Must Ask to Avoid Hiring the Wrong Agent. And I did that because people will take more action to avoid pain than they will to get pleasure. It's just a human psychological phenomenon. I don't like to think that way. I'm a more positive person. However, my main point is I want you to have the power to make an informed choice. Why? Because at Christine & Company, we believe that you will deal with the impact of the choices you make in this process far longer than we will. Far longer than whoever you hire will. You're the one who deals with the impact, not me. And it's really important that every step of the way you are empowered to make the choice, which means it takes more effort on your part. But at the end of the day, it's going to be you who lives with it. So I am out to empower you to take those actions. So this entire Kindle is dedicated to that information. Now, when you're done, you can erase it all and you have a Kindle Fire. That's our gift to you for just watching everything, okay? On this Kindle Fire, there are a couple different things. One, there's a video called The Roadmap to Avoiding the Wrong Agent. And this is literally step by step how you go out and ask for agents, what questions you ask them, how you can ask them, how you can filter them all out so that you can actually weed out the posers and the bad agents before you spend any time with them. And you're only interviewing the ones that answer the questions appropriately, okay? The second video on here is our answers to the questions. Okay, so in the Kindle book section is my book, The 7 Questions to Ask to Avoid the Wrong Agent. I have our answers in another video, so you can begin to see what powerful answers to those questions look like, so you can see, because I don't know where you're watching this, maybe an area we don't work, okay? But the third and the fourth are vlog posts that I've created. So we have a vlog, the browser is defaulting right now to our blog, so you're welcome to go, it's our video blog. And check out all our videos. But the two that I've preloaded in here is one is called One Thing That Realtors Know About You That's Costing You Money. And the second video is 3 Secrets Realtors Don't Want to Tell You About Them That's Costing You Thousands. So I've loaded those 2 blog posts in here because it's very useful information for you. And you do need to know it when you're out there shopping for an agent. It'll illuminate sort of what is the black box of real estate. Okay? Also, in the document section are the questions in a format that you can just cut and paste into an email. All right, and then there's also a document for 25 other questions that when you do face-to-face interviews, you can just use a couple of these questions, the ones that interest you. I wouldn't do all 25 questions. All right, but those are the 2 documents in there. All right. Also, there's a link in here for your comparative market analysis. So I have already taken the time to investigate your home and provide you with comps and a small analysis for your home. Now, I haven't seen your house. So I'm going off tax records, and I'm going off what the last agent that tried to sell your house said. So it's not 100% accurate. But it's a lot better than just shooting in the dark. And it'll give you a sense of the kind of work you should be expecting and the kind of value you should expect to get out of the house when you go list. Okay? I think that's all that's in there. We may include other things that I haven't thought of right now that I'm not telling you about. And if there are, no, I'm sure you can figure it out. At any rate, I really want to thank you. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for considering using a realtor again. I really do this because I hate bad realtors. They give my profession a bad name. I'm passionate about real estate, if you can't tell. And I'm passionate about educating and empowering people. So I love doing this. And if you don't watch, I don't get to do it. So thank you very much for letting me do something I love. If you have any questions at any time, you're welcome to just call me. My number is on the screen right below me. Call me. You can email me. You can text me. You can Facebook me. Find me on LinkedIn. Anywhere. Find me. Get a hold of me. Happy to answer any questions you have. All right. Short introductory video for what to expect. Let me know if you have any questions. Enjoy.